Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel and to a new video. Now today we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin price chart, and we're going to be talking about the positive price action that has happened. So as you're looking at the screen, you can see this accumulation zone from 28th of February all the way up to today, which is the 5th of June. We've been in a long accumulation. We've broken down here and there, but ultimately we have held support and accumulated within the zone. What tends to happen is when you have a lot of sideways action, especially from coming up, you will come up, price will accumulate and go sideways for a prolonged period of time, and then you'll have to break out higher, and that seems to be what is happening right now. So as you can see, we've held above the previous cycle high, which is this line here. So we've pushed up higher. We have come from a head and shoulders pattern up to this wedge, retested the 50 SMA, come up, battled through this wedge, broke below, but managed to find some support there and had a push up high, and now we have the confirmed breakout above this wedge. Next move for Bitcoin is to retest the high of this box, this accumulation zone, and then if we can break out through here and then break out through the price point of 73,746, then I'd imagine we'd have a push up to the 80k range up in this zone here. So at the minute there is a really big positive outlook for Bitcoin. If we then look at the MACD, as you can see, we've just had a bullish cross, so another bullish cross, so we will have a push to the upside, and it's exactly as I said the other day. What we'll probably have is something similar to this, where you've got the green zone, we'll pop into the red and come back into the green. Here we popped into the red, come back into the green. Exact same thing is happening again, so hopefully we get a bit more bullish momentum and we can push ourselves up to 80,000 and kind of climb to new all-time highs and price discovery. What we have here on the RSI as well is we have a breakout above the RSI, and we are taking a push up higher, which is also really positive. Now, some confidence we can find in the S&P 500. As you can see, we've had another push up here. We did have a really negative candle here, so I was expecting a bit downside, but that hasn't come. We've just pushed straight up higher. And then we are in this continuation of this wave 5 up to around this zone up here. So again, really positive. The S&P 500 is in bullish territory, and that is what we want. What we should wait and see though is when we get to this point here, will we have a double top and a rejection, or will we push through higher to carry on the new highs? Now DXY did have a big breakdown here. We've had a reversal candle up. Right now we are retesting what is a 200 SMA and a 100 SMA cross here. What I'd expect is either a come up to this point here, have a rejection and a breakdown further, or we're going to reject off of the moving averages and then have a breakdown further. So we just need to keep an eye on what happens with this. If we come up, hold, and have a really big push through, then it's debatable what will happen with Bitcoin and the stock market. So there's a lot of interesting correlation at the minute, but as you can see with Bitcoin and then also see with the S&P, we are in bullish territory and we're having very strong pushes up. So hopefully we can keep this going and find some consistency with this. Right, next we're going to look at the total market cap for Total 2, which is all of the crypto market excluding Bitcoin. As you can see, we've come... Oh, hold on. So this is the... let me just turn everything off a sec. So that is the total zone. So here we've got the high from last cycle, all the accumulation up to the 618, which is normally a zone that we tend to retrace to. Come down, found support on the 3.82, and now we're having a push up higher. What we want to see here is we want to see a break up to this point here, 618. If we can break through that and then break through that all-time high, well, not all-time high, this high cycle high so far, I think we'll have a solidified push up higher. And again, a lot of the things like the RSI and the MACD haven't fully kind of overextended, so I'd expect an overextension in that coming soon, and then we will see where the rest of the market decides to take off. Obviously, as soon as Bitcoin takes off properly and the money rotates after it loses dominance, Total 2 will start going up in the market cap. Obviously, altcoins will rise anyway with Bitcoin rising, but when you get that super big rise up, when you make generational wealth out of these altcoins, that is when you tend to have the rotation in money. Ethereum is looking exactly the same as Total 2, as this very similar pattern. I think it's a little bit further along. I haven't already broke through here compared to we haven't got quite up to that zone yet. So Ethereum's ready to probably test this cycle high so far this year at around just over 4,000. And then I imagine sometime in the next month or so, we'll be retesting that high just under 5,000. So again, Ethereum is looking bullish. I am thinking though, because of this overextension here that you've got on that news, we might have a come down, retest one of these moving averages, and then have the bounce up. So in Ethereum itself, I might see a little bit of a downturn and then a push up, which again you could also see in Total 2. So Bitcoin could rise, take all the dominance. You could see in Total 2 the market come down a little bit more, and same with Ethereum. So you could have altcoins coming down in value while Bitcoin is rising, which is kind of what we want to see, because if Bitcoin can go into price discovery and really dramatically push up, generally altcoins and the altcoin market does devalue slightly. It does go up in value, but not as much as it probably should, because you're going to have all the money rotating into Bitcoin to find its strength. And if we can find the all-time high and get positive news, retail will come in, push the price up higher. Then you'll see a lot of the money then rotate into all the altcoins, and that's when you want to be making your money and setting all your price targets. So obviously, very positive outlook. We have the confirmed breakout, which is exactly what we want. So from now, we just see how much Bitcoin can sustain it, maybe even find another accumulation zone, and then continue on from there and find some continuation for higher all-time highs. For me, this cycle personally, I've already said, I think we're going to end up somewhere between 100 to 80,000. I don't think we're going to have a push much higher through that point. So I'm quite modest in where I think the market's going to go, and I honestly don't think we have that much runway left. I know you can compare it to other cycles and they have so much more upside, but again, diminishing returns over time. I think the adoption curve is slowly withering down, so there's only so much upside potential at this point in Bitcoin, and I don't think there's as much. There doesn't seem to be as much hype and as much interest in the cycle currently as there have been previously when you get to this point in the market. So yeah, I think it'd be interesting. That's why I kind of think 80 to 100,000 makes more logical sense. So that would be kind of my price estimations, and especially if you still have money left in Bitcoin, that would be the price targets. Decide where you want to be in that, and then I would rotate your money to solid altcoins that haven't moved properly yet. Hbar is a really good example of this. It has had a bit of a rise recently, but you're still at the 236 basically. Not even that, you're 50% of the 236. So if you're going to come here, Hbar has found support along this continuous trend line that has been either support or resistance over a prolonged period of time, and I'd expect a push up from here as well, especially with the rest of the market. So, move into top high quality altcoins like Hbar, like XRP, Algorand, whatever. And that's where you want to make your money. All right. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Pop your comments in the description below just to let me know if you want any updates or any changes to the channel, any advice. That'd be great. All right. Cheers. Bye.